I'm in Singapore at Changi Airport Terminal 4, and today I'm flying to Jakarta with Asia's version of Ryanair. It's AirAsia. I've heard some interesting reports about AirAsia, so I'm a bit out of practice with flying with budget airlines. I used to have it all down pat, but I'm a bit out of practice, so I'm just hoping this all goes okay. Cheers. Hi, I'm Phil. I'm on a great gap year, and I'm flying from Singapore to Jakarta with AirAsia. Right, so I think I've messed up here. I've just gone to do the check-in at the little kiosk, and he's told me to go to the counter. Now, I've got a funny feeling that this is a bit like Ryanair. I'm about to get charged for this, so we'll see what happens next. I'm just not used to flying budget airlines. Row 4, kiosk assistance. Right, okay. Well, at least it's not a very long queue. This could be one of those days where you really wish you... Hiya, thanks. This could really be one of those days where you really wish you were flying with a full service airline on status, but still, we're not.
Thank you. Any bags for you to check out?
Yes. There we go.
So you have allowances of 25 kg.
Oh.
Make sure no any power banks, batteries or.
No, not in the case, no. Well, wow, what a great check-in experience that was. I thought, I'm about to get a Ryanair type airport fine here, but there was no issue. Bag was under the 25 kg, so that was fine. Everything was golden. Didn't even weigh the hand luggage, which is 7 kilos normally, but I've paid 20 Singapore dollars to have an extra 7, so I've got 14. Now, I'm pretty sure this is 13 something or maybe 14 something, so it's very tight. I've got to take the camera out of the bag, make sure my wallet and phone are in my pockets, and so the case wasn't overweight. I had to take this rain jacket out, so I've got to carry that through. But this is the last time I've got to worry about weight and luggage allowances and that kind of stuff. And I'm at security, so I'm going to stop filming. There's a guy looking at me a bit funny. Although my hand baggage wasn't weighed, I have heard since that it's common practice for AirAsia to weigh your hand baggage at the check-in counter. So please do just be aware of that. So flying with AirAsia, no lounge access. Obviously, it's a budget airline, but I do have a priority pass in hand. There's one lounge that I can use with that in Terminal 4, and I've had a choice of lounges in the other 3 terminals, but today here I've just got the Blossom Lounge, but I'm going to have a little look around here first, and before I head on up to the lounge. It looks like a nice little nice terminal. It's like everything in Singapore, it just seems clean and nice and bright and cool and airy and wonderful. Looks like a shop that sells crisps. Crisps and noodles. What? Oh, this one does more than just crisps. It does biscuits as well. Okay, come on. What are you trying to do to me? But they must know what they're doing with that, right? They know what they're doing with that, surely. Heavenly Wang. I think every bloke thinks that, don't they? Oh, do they understand the double meaning of that or what? That is brilliant. Hey ladies, would you like some Heavenly Wang? And they sort of do toasts, and yeah, it's like a toasty shop. Heavenly Wang, love it. Oh, I'm crying a little bit off that. Oh, is it just me? Let me know if it's just me. Oh, I'm corpsing here. Heavenly Wang. Oh, man. Okay, I've calmed down a bit. I don't know why that caught me quite the way it did. But yeah. Nope, still going. Oh, I'm going to be chuckling for about 2 days over this. Oh, anyway, there's other places you can eat. It's, all right, Brasso, get a grip. Just the thought and effort that's been put into the airport. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, they're actually projected. These two in the centre here are projections. So I guess they could put advertising on there. They're digital screens. So this is Terminal 4, and it's isolated from the other 3 terminals in Singapore, but it is a lovely terminal, and a lot of thought's gone into it, and it makes it a really nice space to wait for a flight.
And although it's a great little terminal, it was time to head up to the Blossom Lounge.
Of course there's a Smith's.
And I was surprised to find more seating and lounges up here, so if you do need a nap when you're waiting for your flight, this is the place to head to.
So Cathay Lounge, 7-Eleven, smoking room, old school. I remember the days. And here we are, Blossom Lounge. How you doing? You okay? Oh, you won't need my passport. You'll need my priority pass. There you go, sorry. You will need my passport. Okay. Right. There you go. Is that just to prove me wrong?
No, that's okay, I know. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. You didn't need the passport. You thought, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make him show me that passport, just for fun. It would be a great joke if that was true. I would love it if that was true. See you later.
Access granted, passport returned, time to explore the lounge. And it was still breakfast when I arrived.
Does ice cream. That's very clever. We got here, we've got breakfast. Oh, scrambled eggs. Oh, it says frittata, but that I can tell you now that is not a frittata, that is scrambled eggs. And beans. We've got eggs and beans. Cereals and toast. Oh, what's this? Oh, cheese and toast. And a salad bar with pesto pasta. Now, do you know what? That might be what I go for. So these are included beverages, as far as I'm aware. The beverages over the bar you pay for, but this clearly self-pour, all included. What have we got here? Some wines. What's that? Is that vodka? Yeah, it's vodka. Don't know how I missed that. Propeller gin and Grand McNiche blended scotch. And coffees. Well, I'm probably going to start with coffee because it's Lavazza. Now, I'm not a syrup in coffee person, but I do know people who are. I really like that touch. There's even like instructions on how best to sort of make your coffee. What a great idea. All lounges should have that.
And the lounge is quite large and it's broken up nicely with separate dining and lounging areas. There's a bar and the balcony gives you nice views of the rest of the terminal. And it's also got these private pods to relax in.
Little pods here, look. You can just sort of sit and put your feet up. Ha. How fabbo. Some sort of semi-private suites here. This is a lounge that just keeps giving, isn't it?
It really is a nicely designed and spacious lounge. And then those screens I spotted earlier came to life and they put on a show. Oh, that's brilliant.
What's it going to do? Is it going to avoid me? If I stand in the way? Yep. Oh, brilliant. I love that. Oh, I'm having such a great day today. You've got to ask if you want to shower, so I won't worry about looking in. Oh, the heck? So these move, look. And kind of make a bong sound when you hit them. I'll tell you what, I'm surprised there isn't a kid just running up and down there, like hitting all these against each other. I mean, I'm in my 50s and I'm tempted to do it.
I was hungry and lunch was served, but the mic wasn't on, so allow me to commentate. That's mixed vegetables, and that's fried fish. And then at the other end is some rice and some baked chicken. It's slightly sweet with like a lemon and honey flavour, I think.
So lunch service has just started and they've just turned everything over. And I tell you what, the food here looks absolutely amazing. There's a great mix and blend of different foods. The chef is rightly proud of his food and he's constantly pushing the Singapore laksa, but I think it's a noodle dish in a sauce. I just don't think that's a good look for me today if I get that all down my front. So I'm just going to stick to the simple baked chicken and a bit of salad.
After a nice time in an excellent lounge, and probably the best paid lounge I've ever been in, I made my way to the gate.
Well, that was easy. I mean, talk about prompt boarding. I mean, the time right now is, let's have a look, 11:26. So boarding was supposed to start at 11:20, and they're calling last passengers. I don't know if it's just a really quiet flight. My original flight was cancelled because I'm assuming lack of passengers. And I had seat A1 on that. No bag sizer at the check-in desk. No scales. So my cabin baggage hasn't been weighed at all. I don't know if that's normal.
Apparently it's not normal, but please share your experience with AirAsia, especially with hand baggage, in the comments.
So far, so good with AirAsia.
And we're boarding. No delays today.
Hello, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
What's your headset?
Gonna say you can't be talking to me.
A nice welcome from a friendly crew, and I'm one of the last aboard this 17-year-old A320-200. We pushed back at about 11:57 for a scheduled departure of 12 midday, and as we taxi to take off, let me tell you a little bit about the cabin. On this flight, the whole cabin is in 3-3 configuration. There is no business or premium or saved middle seats, and the only cabin upgrade you can get is if you just pick your seat. Although I selected 1A, with the flight change I've been reassigned to 1F. And by luck, there isn't anybody sitting in the middle seat, and so the cabin crew told my seatmate, as there was limited locker space, he should just put his bag in the middle seat for takeoff. Now, I don't know if that's legal or not, but I have my suspicions, and it did concern me a little.
So welcome to seat 1F on the AirAsia flight from Singapore to Jakarta today. I don't think that the comparisons between AirAsia and Ryanair are remotely fair or remotely reasonable. I'm having a great flight. I hadn't checked in online, but with Ryanair I'd have been punished. My bags weren't weighed at all. The only bag that was weighed was the check bag, and that was just like, I don't know, 300 grams under or something like that. I could have ordered a meal. Meals are a couple of quid. They're not very much at all. I'm going to have a drink and a packet of cashews, and that's probably going to cost me about £1.50. We've got some turbulence at the moment, so we're definitely in our seats. But the seat itself, it's, you know, I mean, right now I'm in seat 1F, so the leg room's good. I've got a removable headrest here, so that's all comfy. It does recline, although I'm not going to. If I can get a seat with no one behind it, then I'll recline it to have a look. It's a classic front row seat. I could be in Club Europe, to be brutally honest with you. Middle seat's empty. Very happy with this, I really am.
I say, it's the bog standard.
So it's a clean economy toilet. So it is bog standard.
And there isn't much more to say about it, really. It's quite narrow, but it's clean, it's ready to use. It's perfectly adequate. I like my front row seat, but what's the rest of the cabin like? Well, AirAsia have a 28-inch pitch, which is lower than even Ryanair, whose lowest seat pitch is around 29 inches. And remember, I'm about 5'4", or about 162 centimeters, and my knees are close to the seat in front. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if you're 6 foot or more, you're going to struggle to sit comfortably in this seat. So just pay the extra for front row or exit row seat.
So we've got white clean seats like you have on Ryanair. We've got the removable arms like you have on Ryanair. But we've got a seat packet, which you don't get on Ryanair. I think that's just a, yeah, it's not a screen, is it? It's just like a pocket to put an advert in or something like that. So the tray table comes down. Oh, do you know what? I quite like that tray table. So there's not a lot to really talk about. The seat, like I was wrong earlier, they don't have movable headrests. But it's actually quite comfy. The padding's really thick. I mean, the padding's better than the padding that I had on Qatar. So Asian Budget Airlines are currently winning 2-0. Scoop was really good. This one's really good. What's not to like?
And if you're curious, these red seats at the front are premium seats, but according to the AirAsia website, they have an extra inch of legroom. Yes, 1 extra inch.
Well, I got no complaints about that. That was a great flight from Singapore to Jakarta. An hour and 50 minutes on an A320. But the seats were really comfortable. I mean, more comfortable than other economy seats that I've sat in. Oh. Okay. Bit worried then. Thought I'd been sort of locked in, but I'm not. It was exactly what it said on the tin, and it was cheap as well. It was a really good value flight. So AirAsia, massive thumbs up, well done. So that's flight 2 of 21 complete. Let's get to the hotel.
I had a major faff getting a taxi to the hotel. I was almost ripped off, but I secured a taxi through Grab and I was on my way to the hotel. My flight cost 89 Singapore dollars, or about 52 pounds, or about 66 US dollars, and that was without the add-ons. So I added a 25 kilo check bag. I upgraded my cabin baggage, which allowed me 2 bags with a max weight of 14 kilos in the cabin, and I also booked a front row seat. Now, with these add-ons, it brought the cost to 182 Singapore dollars, which is about 106 pounds, or about 134 US dollars. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe. I do have a Patreon group if you'd like to support the channel. There's bonus videos over there, and there's a link in the description. So thank you for watching and joining me here on AirAsia on Grey Gap Year.